$500,000? I donated $500,000 to this useless foundation, and what do they serve me? Where do they sit me? Street finger food amongst common plebeians. Honestly, if it weren't for those idiots, the lot of them. Most of them wouldn't be able to keep up with half the conversations we conduct, and yet we're the ones that are expected to entertain these toddler-minded tyrants with trust. Funds, I'm not sure most of them received a proper education. They probably just paid for one with their absurd, ridiculous, pretentious... Boring? 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 Oh, that's new. Boring and ugly. Sad, boring, ugly, boring. Sad, 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 boring, ugly. Interesting. So what do we have here? Hi there. You seem a little lost. Do you need help finding your way to your table? I'm not a guest or event staff. I just work for the Axiom Foundation temporarily. A contractor of sorts. I guess you would just call me the magician. And you are... Doctor? Doctor my ass. I didn't know they handed out PhDs to people as young as you. You must be quite the genius. I can see why you look so uneasy. In this room full of geezers and gajillionaires, you don't really fit in, do you? You look like you don't belong. Who's sitting at your table? I'm certainly jealous that they get to keep your company. Well, lucky for you, I know just where Dr. Sutherland is. He's indisposed currently, but I can stay with you until he gets back. I may not be a world-renowned researcher, but I make excellent conversation if you keep an open mind. I insist. Here, you can sit at my table while you wait. So, tell me more about what brings you to the gala tonight. Aren't you a liar? And can you expound on that project the Foundation's been working on that's caught your interest? Yes, I see. This one has enough bullshit coming out of their mouth. I can hardly see anything that isn't brown. And can you tell me when exactly the institution caught wind of Sutherland's experimental bomb? Gotcha. Oh, let's not do that now. I don't really want to make a scene right now. Because that's your job, isn't it? After your little friend locates the project in about, well, I don't know, 10 minutes as planned? One word from me, and I'll activate the security protocol we have in place for just this occasion. Sure, you might be able to get away, but that friend of yours will tragically be trapped in the lower levels. You don't want that, do you? Trick question. I already know you don't. Let's try to keep things civil, Doctor. I just want to talk. make a couple of inquiries. For starters, let me ask you... Wait, give me 1 second. There we are. Much better. It's a lot easier to sift through your mind when it's nice and quiet. Oops, sorry. That was an inside head thought. But you still would have been able to hear it, wouldn't you? Let's try this again. Who leaked intel to the Institute about Sutherland? Tell me more about your plans for after this party, then. No? Okay. How long have you been planning this little mission? Well. Look who learned to guard their thoughts. And so quickly, too. You're a fast learner. See, what caught my attention about you, Doctor, was the fact you were so clearly showing signs of picking up on the mental static of the ballroom. And yet, your mind was completely open for me to rifle through. Only surface-level thoughts, of course. But what I'm really interested in is why the Institute would send such a fledgling telepath. Oh. Well, that stirred something up. It really is such an interesting power to work with. Tedious, and even painful at times, yes. But so very advantageous. And once you become acclimated using it, to claim someone's mind can be just a thought. Oh, I really thought that would work. Sometimes switching between the physical voice and the cognitive voice confuses the brain enough to know where it starts stirring up memories against your better judgment. But you already knew that, didn't you? Being a telepath and all. There it is again. And you did know, of course, the terms physical voice and cognitive voice, right? And you do know about the simplest method for extracting information, correct? Trigger words? Even with your guarded mind, your face tells me all I need to know. Well, what kind of person would I be if I didn't help out a peer so clearly in need? See, so far, your trigger words have been Institute, Foundation, Experiment, Mission, Bomb, Sutherland, Telepath. Oh, telepath. Telepath! Here it is. Now your mind is open for me to take whatever I want. Let the floodgates open. Let's see. Assignments. Boring, briefing. I already know that. Training montage, yada yada yada. Details, mission details, mission details. Ugh. That is an unfortunate photo of Sutherland, and a surprisingly in-depth profile on the Foundation. How? Sources. Give me sources. This memory is particularly volatile. What the hell is a dune? Whoa. Slow down, Doctor. Control yourself. Control yourself. Get a grip. What even was all that? That was the most chaotic stream of memories I've ever dug up. I could barely process them all. Wait. Dune. Oh my god. Yikes. Your partner is a mess. Isn't he at all embarrassed? The gushing, the freaking out. The. What the hell was that thing with the apple juice and that sock thing? Doesn't he know you can hear him? And why, of all people, are you two paired together? Why would the Institute send a transmuter and a telepath? Time to dig. A telepath. June. Institute. Telepath. Dune. Dune. I see. It's because they didn't send a telepath. They sent a ferrokinetic. You're a dual wielder, a chimera, an abomination with 2 powers. Well, that is interesting. And exciting for once. That explains why you don't know anything about your powers. You haven't trained them at all. You're suppressing them, hiding your true self from everyone, even your partner. But you can't hide from me. As much fun as this is, and even though I'm so very intrigued, I unfortunately have to cut our little conversation short today. What? I did say one word for me and I'll activate the security protocol. I didn't mention anything about the word having to be said aloud. That's your cue to rescue him, you know. You wouldn't want to leave Dune in the... Well, you know. I really do hope we'll meet again. Dust. Goodbye. You better save your friend before something bad happens.